Welcome to AI Toolbox. Today we're doing more experiments with Kaiber to transform drawings into animations. So let's jump right in. Before we get started, you will need a Kaiber account. Check the video description. I'll have a link. You can actually get 50 free credits a month. And this process actually doesn't require a lot of credits to do, but it's a great way to experiment. First things first is you have to get your drawings in a good format for Kaiber. So they need to be as high quality as possible. So what I did, as an example, I uploaded a drawing and I'm using Canva right now. I went into Canva, removed the background. This is actually a different fish than the one I'll be working with, and I increased the size, and you can remove anything extra in the image that you don't want. And then you export that as a PNG file and with a transparent background. So you don't have to use Canva for this. Any tool, whether it's Photoshop or there are a lot of online services that'll remove the background for you. But you want to make sure that you get your drawing in the best possible format, because then you'll get the best results. Next, go over to Kaiber, and we are working in the Super Studio. And if you have any questions on this process, I've done other videos like how to get started in Kaiber, so also check the video description for that. So for now, I'm going to assume you know how to do that, and you've set your canvas up. We're going to start at the flow menu and start with an image flow, and you can use the image lab here. So just click that. And once you do that, you will have this box that'll appear for the image lab. So Kaiber is constantly updating the platform, and this image lab has actually changed in terms of options since just last week. It has a lot more options available now for how you can style your images. If you weren't going to start with your own drawing, you could have Image Lab create something for you. So you could just write in here, cute fish. You could give it an aesthetic in terms of how you want it to be stylized. If you have your own ideas, just type them in. If you don't, you click this little icon and you can select from Kaiber's preset aesthetic. The layout, this is actually, I believe, for the background, if you want to give your image a specific type of background. So the stencil is what we're going to be using, but we'll just do this first. This is actually all new. I haven't even explored these features yet, so I'm going to skip over those because I don't want to give any wrong information. But now I'll just click this happy face button. And based on the subject that we gave it, cute fish, and aesthetic of meteor watercolor, this is the image that Kaiber has created, just based on that prompt. And you could animate this as well. But we're going to be focusing on a drawing. So we get rid of this subject prompt, get rid of this aesthetic. But we're going to be starting with our own drawing. That's what we're going to be working with. So I'm going to get rid of the subject prompt, and I'm going to leave the aesthetic empty for now and go over to this stencil section. This is where you want to upload your drawing. Actually, I already have mine uploaded in here. And so now your drawing will appear in the stencil section. So we need to next give it an aesthetic. You could have it referenced from the image. So you could actually have another image that you want to use to influence the look of your drawing. Or you could just type in an aesthetic idea. So I'm going to use the aesthetic of a really old retro cartoon called The Jetsons. And I'll just say cute fish in the style of Jetsons. This was like a cartoon that had kind of like this futuristic look, even though I think it was made in like the 50s or something. This is all you need to do. We're going to leave everything else as is and click the happy face button. Here is the fish, and it'll appear on your canvas. Now we want to animate it and bring it to life. What you can do is right from the image itself, just hover over it and click Use in Flow. And we're going to go to Video Flows, and I am using Clean Standard Video. Each of these video models, they cost different amounts of credits per second. Kling is one of the more inexpensive ones. So you just select that. And once you select that, it's going to appear in your canvas with your image. And now you want to give it a subject for the animation. So I'm going to say a fish swimming along with bubbles. To give you different models here, I'm going to keep it at the standard 1.6 model. You can also change the length. So you get the option of 5 seconds or 10 seconds. I'm going to keep it at 5 seconds. And this is going to cost a total of 15 credits. So just once again, click the happy face. And after a few seconds, our video is complete. And here it is. It created exactly what I asked. It's interesting how it gives it these very fish-like movements and the bubbles gently, floating up. So here's my fish. So I went from this basic doodle line to this animated character. So thanks again for watching. Again, check the video description. I'll have a link to Kaiber so you can create a free account and try this out on your own. I'll be back soon with more videos.